Ebenos, 12, you are first today, congratulations. Typing first in chat. Here on the twitch.tv/theasuma. Well, we are live, going live without any pre-stream. Jumping straight into it, so chat's quiet, just announced that we're going. Playing more shapes. Gotta make this shape right here. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Very crazy. I don't even know where to get started. Like, what is this belt here for? This is for a bunch of other shapes, isn't it? These shapes over here. Which we don't need just yet, but we're going to need soon. Yikes, this is going to be crazy. Okay, so we need to build a machine that pulls all of these things downwards. And we're going to leave a gap of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rotate, and they're going to come down like this. And I've been thinking about how this is going to work, and I got a rough idea. I think what we might be able to do... Oh no, straight away this looks a bit awkward. I mean, I can do that going backwards all the way up there. That's a thing. That only puts it into one belt. So we might need some sort of staggered approach here. Love the music, says Kelarian. It's good music for this game, isn't it? It's definitely good music. Or, this doesn't distribute when we use the alternative. It accepts things going in. But I can't really use it to distribute. Ha! I didn't expect to start not knowing what to do. I guess I could space them out, but I kind of want it to, like, take up this space neatly, so we have a grid wherever we go. Can you press escape for a second? Playtime, buildings, belts. I'm assuming you wanted to see that stuff. Surprise T, welcome to the stream. Yeah. What I can do is turn them through one belt and then put them in a splitter so they go back into two, but that definitely halves the bandwidth. A kid at my high school designed this, I'm pretty sure, says Aiden C. Hey, this might be developed by a kid. Kids are pretty smart these days, right? Suggestions, peeps in chat. How do we do this? If we assume that that has to turn, then I guess... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's how. Then we have to look at it like this is going to be a tunnel now. So then the next one... Oh, actually, we've kind of done this before, I believe. Almost. But then it would have to wiggle back to that space. And so very quickly this thing gets ridiculously big. What are you trying to do, says Burp? We're trying to make a, like, a cross section here where we take off every single belt. Maybe we need to look at it differently, okay? Maybe we need to look at it like... Let's just remove a bunch of this for now. Maybe if we look at it like... First one's up here, right? Maybe that's... See, that splits into two belts. That does not. That feeds two into one. So we have to use this object. Maybe I use it like that. No, again, that... it kind of does actually what I want. I got a feeling the limit of the distance here is going to get in the way. I don't think I was ready for this 8-belt system, you know. Just going to say it now. Maybe I weren't ready for that. This means if I put that there, this one can continue on. Might end up having to use... Oh, but then this one doesn't even really continue anyway, does it? Oops, I just resized the screen accidentally. So in order to actually split that, I need to do this. It kind of looks right, wherever I go, it's going to be horribly bulky. Take 4 belts and split them into 8, says Orange Polar Bear. Well, that would just be the same as splitting 4 into 4, right? That's the point. Like, we made this bandwidth of 8, how do we continue it all the way? The thing is, I actually need to split it in half anyway for the design. I think we'll do what will be easier, because it's clear that the math and I'm not advanced enough to really do this 8 belt system. So yeah, let's go with, can we split it into 4? Because we're going to need 4 at the next one as well. So this should be a little bit easier really. I've got a feeling though it's going to need to be spaced out like this. Although then these 4 are just used for the next one anyway. I'm not too keen on the way we've laid out this bus. It's not as elegant as I thought it would be. Almost works like that, doesn't it? Now, I think this thing is like... Oh, no, it's able to wiggle. So, not very pretty, but it'll do, I guess. Actually, I think it will look nicer. Okay, let's get a couple of bridges in. And then that one goes to here. Is that right? No, what am I doing? That last bit's a bit ropey. Okay. So these may effectively be dead ends. I'm really not sold on this. Not very pretty, is it? Not very pretty at all. Okay, so both can split, both can go over. I guess there's that going for it, right? And then this can get moved forward by 1. And the whole thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide. Actually, I can make this a little neater. Like that. Okay, and then the one at the top, if I just put it there, yeah, there's several ways to make this neater. That's much nicer. Yeah, there you go. Put these all the way like that. Get rid of those ones. And that's a lot slimmer, isn't it? Although the bit at the bottom here is totally messed up. Okay, we got noises in the ear today. Quite a few. I've just been getting zoned in on this. Let's read some right here. Official Jaden has rated us. Thank you so much, Jaden. Appreciate it. Calarion99 here for 3 months. We've got Azurian for free as well. Maurice 8CF for 5 months. The Purple Pen with the Prime. Jimmy Pup Free is here for 7 months and gifting a sub to Marina's Fan 824. Thank you for gifting that sub and supporting our community. Dire Meerkat 7247 is here for 2 months. Jaden is gifting a sub to Ben Maxwell 1040. Thank you again for gifting subs and supporting our community. We've got the Paridax here for 6 months. Sally Ann 123 for 58. My goodness me, thank you so much. LF Gaming 1 is here for 11 months. Incredible support, peeps. I appreciate it. Let's check out how far these things can go across. Not far enough, right? I think what we'll do here is pretty simple. We'll have these things come down. In fact, I might as well just draw them all out. I was going to use a blueprint for a moment there, but sometimes just doing it manually, you know. click in a bunch of places. That's all I've got to do. We haven't hooked up this on the other side yet, but that's fine. Okay, so we brought in our first material, which I really should have thought about what order to do this in first. Goodness me, because we need to paint down here, and the paint colour kind of comes in second, so we might have gotten away with one there. Now, I was planning on doing this with 8 belts when I was thinking about it earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll try and keep that going. What's this that I see? It's a giant sub-bomb from Pyroburnium. Gifting subs to Blue Cat Eyes, Oops Sorry, Whitico 14, Sidley, Nasty V2, Gira Iggy, Cappadocius, Honey White, Iron Knight, and Odin Zone. Dude, Pyro, thank you so much for the gifting of the subs. I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the stream, and thank you for supporting our community here. This is where it would turn in that direction. So here's the idea that I had, or the vision, let's say. Actually, that's going to go one lower now I think about it. Somewhere over on this side, that's going to come in from there. And then we're going to need a bunch of output. Here's the thing, it's the speed again. Oh my goodness me, every time I play this game, I swear. Like, what is the speed of the belt at the moment? 16, so I actually need 8 for every one belt, technically. Totally forgot about that. Wow, that's going to make this look crazy. Let's put you one down again. So we're going to need a bunch of those everywhere. Going across to these. We have done something similar to this before, haven't we? Just maybe not quite on this scale. Right, how many blocks we got there too? I think I'm going to actually compactify this a bit in the end. That's the output, so let's go 1... Wrong way around. 1, 2. That means it will come from here, so that'll be our input. Yeah, I feel like this can be compacted. The only thing is the output, I guess, is going to go straight across with a bridge. Yeah, let's compactify. Okay. So we might as well put that there. Yeah, and this is just, again, the same design we've done before. I really pictured this going different until I realised, no, that's not how it works. Here's the thing, though. With that, doesn't it mean the next one literally... Oh, no, we've got to make room for this. So this belt is going to... Now, it's also going to have belts alongside it, isn't it? So we need to include this. That's an important part of the design, I guess. Then for the output, I don't even know. Like, this actually is going to have 4. There's going to be 4 here. I think it makes more sense to have this jump across the others. Like that. Okay, now we need to stack that, which is where we use blueprints. And we're going to put the next one right here. Now, I don't see a way to compact that, really. I think that's pretty much it. And if I remember correctly, we need 8 of these, unbelievably. Well, here's the thing. Painting is due an upgrade, but I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon. So if I now select all of that, and just repeat. There we've got 4. Now we've got 8. And that's just the first bit. Right, let's now backtrack up here. Gonna have to copy that. Put it here. Okay. Is it still on there? It's still on there. Gonna have to do that again. And again. Can you see how this works? We haven't even made the belts, so I need to get the colour red there. And we got noises in the ear. While I'm dragging these belts across, let's have a read. We got Manix Boy for 45 months saying 45 months, almost 4 years of joyful entertainment. Thanks for all the good vibes and happy times. Thank you for sticking around for 4 years, dude. That is incredible. I appreciate your support. We got R Alfro 8 here for 3 months. Saying, I've been thinking of buying it, but I was a little hesitant. Thanks for confirming my interest in this fabulous game. You can't really go wrong when it's a couple of quids. I mean, if you're watching a game like this and you're curious, it's probably for you. It's just one of those games, right? So now we go ahead and put this in. By the way, after we've done this one off of the bus system, I think I'm going to ditch it. I think the next thing I want to do is not going to use a bus, funny enough. Which you might be like, oh, X, why did you build it? Well, you know, it's all about like learning and doing, and I think this whole bus system just is so inherent with flaws. The next one I want to do, I want us to calculate the speed from start to end, and then be able to produce like everything efficiently. So there will be some bus-like elements, but it will all be purpose-built for one shape at a time. I think I'm going to enjoy doing that more. Okay, so now what we need to do is come back to this here and copy. How do we do it again? Like that. Okay, and bring this up here in line with that. Okay, that pasted a bit quirky. Hang on, it pasted entirely incorrectly. Okay, let's start again. Clearly there's something wrong here. Yeah, that's its spot. And now it's redirecting these downwards. So just to confirm, we're creating the correct shape at the bottom here. Getting used to those hotkeys so we can build stuff a little easier. Okay, so now that we got that going, we'll put a little bit of output action over here so we can just see, yep, we're creating the correct thing, right? Problem is, we have to now do this again, this entire array again. But this time, they're going to be one further away from one another. Let's control. So that's basically it. Except now we want it to use the next belt across. And there's a really cheeky way in which I could do this. Okay, if I do that at these 2 points and those 2 points, we effectively do that. And it wasn't quite as elegant as I thought it would be. But we can just copy that. I mean, everything we build with is free, so why not? Right, before I get carried away here, we should put the rest of this in. And put those in as well. This is crazy. Okay, so once again, where does this start? We got, yeah, it starts over here. I'm just going to copy this. Because we have 2 modules. So now we do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess what? We've got to do that twice more. This is so overkill. It's absolutely bonkers. Is this about browser based off Factorio? I mean, Factorio is an obvious inspiration for this game, right? No doubt about it. But you know, all the it's a copycat, it's a clone way of thinking, just ain't that interesting to me. So if I go put that one there and this one here, I now need them again at that spot. and this spot, I believe, and then we start copying those. Man, this is like super tricky to figure out, right? Because we've got the first 8, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I need to do, make a marker for myself. So now the next ones are being fed in, and in theory, I'll be able to... No, we need to go one higher. If I look at this, it will make sense to me. When I put that there, it's being fed on the right, but not on the left. I've done the left incorrect somewhere. Or is it? Let's see. 2 go in. They're just kind of inelegantly positioned at this point over here. Oh, actually, have I done it right at all? No, look at that. I got it wrong. Ah. So if I place that, is that correct? It's just doubling up. Now it looks... Ugh. Okay, got to get rid of all of that. See, that's what's causing an error down here. So when I paste this time, it will correct the error. Okay, so we've got some reasonable distribution coming down here. This is where the next one starts. That means it goes there. So now it's easier to look at. Now it's way easier to look at. And this one's already in position, right? It started there, it repeated here. Meaning if that's one lower, then the next one's there. And I think we're good to copy that over and over again. It might get tricky after this, though. That is actually going to work. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here's where the next one comes in now. It's going to be here and here. Let's paste that in so we can look ahead a little further. Ooh, I didn't count. I should have put the thing on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the last one. Okay, do a little bit of copy-paste magic again. And we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just the stupidest amount possible, right? All of that. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Now, I don't even know where to go from here. We've got to make the second shape with essentially the same layout, which is a good point. The second one will have the same layout. Okay, I think I know where to go from here. We need to think of it like the second layout's going to come down. We need about 1, 2, 3, 4 amount of space. Okay, this is where the second identical layout, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to have this set up again. And we'll copy all of this, paste it in twice over. Sorry, once over. This whole thing is both of those. We'll end up with this at the same point. However, what we'll do is we'll have to build it around that each and every time. And then offset the entirety of this. So then we end up with our outputs lined up. Now this is where we might be able to do something really cool. We need to do a stacker. So if we rotate and our outputs meet perfectly like that, we immediately stack the items together. Woof! I like this. Okay. Let's copy the whole thing. This might just work. See, I thought this was going to get really tedious, but because it has a repeatable element, this just might be all we need, right? So we take that and copy it, and that is a lot of blueprint. Dollar bill, yo. Right there. I can't actually look at the top, which is kind of annoying. I need to maybe move this to the side. Okay, so there is a belt, an output above and below that thing. We need the first one to be below it. And I believe that means that is where we're going to paste this. However, I kind of need to think this through a little bit more, don't I? Because there's going to be objects in the way here. Yeah, we have to fit it into that space. Yikes. Glad I'm thinking it through. Okay. Oh, wait, that's all wrong. Yeah, it has to squeeze into that space. And that might put the output... It'll put the output above. So the stacker goes there. Wow. Right, the thing is still on my clipboard, so in theory, I wish we could see that when we... Oh, we can, it's there, it just kind of goes between other things. Okay, so let's try that again. That is perfectly positioned, believe it or not. So before we go any further, what we actually want to do is not that. It's literally not that. That's just not what I want to do. We might as well put the belts in here as well. We want to take that, copy it and paste it. And now it's going to start making a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, copy. Okay, now, I have not read chat. When I play this game, I get very engrossed. You know that. I need to drink some tea. Okay, so I'm going to be reading chat in a minute, but I want you to wait. Okay, after I've pasted this over here and it all works, I want to see chat's reaction, what you think of what we're doing. Okay, so get your thoughts ready. Get ready to tell me something, because I'm going to be looking. But first, I must concentrate. I must do my due diligence. Right. I think I prepared to put this in correctly. We are not looking at the top. We are looking at... Ooh, where's the... Oh, I didn't copy it correctly, surely. I missed something. Okay. I'm still going to be reading chat. We just got to do this first properly. Start again. We need to copy an extra row, which I must have not done a minute ago because the cost was the same. Doesn't matter. That's what we're copying. Cost is the same. Okay, I don't know why it's the same when I'm copying more. Right, so where's my little thing? I can see it. I can see them all actually. So zoom out. Okay. That is the correct spot to put them. Okay, it's all been placed. We did it. I believe that is correct. We have no input coming in to double check, but I believe... Let's just... Yeah, you can see that there. Okay, right. Putting that back. Look at this monstrous thing we're creating. What's this? Stacks are backwards. Stacks are backwards. No, I don't think they are. Wrong. Everyone's saying wrong stack order. Oh, like it needs to be the other way around. Okay, we haven't actually stacked anything yet. That goes on top of that. Oh, that's a bummer. Do I have an undo button? Ooh. I did not consider that. Oh, the gold just says awesome. I'm glad you think it's awesome. Now here's the thing. I'm not sure I can actually amend that because of the space in which this fits. Now that is something. How do I correct that? Because that space there forces us to use them in this order. Ah. Wait, can I flip? Does this have a mirror? No. Ugh, that's ugly. Oh, that means I'm going to have to make a little amending circuit here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make a little amendment. Ooh, no, this is a little trickier than I thought, right? Like, how do I... I'm going to have to use like the space in between as well. Ah. Oh, that was unexpected. Wait, what? Maybe I put this thing here first. Well, I mean, it's kind of pointing something out to me, which is that I do... Oh, we could just offset it like that. We could offset it like that. Thing is, we have to then go and delete all of this. Now the stack order is correct. And it didn't take up a terrible amount of space to do it, did it? That's kind of not the worst thing ever, which is great. Not a fan of the worst thing ever. Let's just think that through again, right? Like, is there another way? Like, what if I do that there? That could come... I think it might make more sense to do it downwards. Okay, let's start from the top because I'm making a bit of mess. So if I put that there, and then I go, connects to that bit, and this one can go like that. And I think that's better because it offsets it downwards. So now what we'll do is copy that. And then we want to, wait, C to copy? Yeah, and then, problem is it leaves that one thing in every time. Yeah, okay, let's... Can I make a... Yeah, let's select all of this and delete it. And we got a noise in the ear, which I'll read in just a second. We're going to finish doing this, because it's wonderful. And then we'll read the noise in the ear. Okay. So that... And judging on the way that went through, I believe it's going to come out the other side. We will select that, copy it, and then when we paste it here, each and every time... It is the correct thing that we need. All the way down to there. Can you say noise? Everyone's saying hello to Chapter Corey. Hello, Chapter Corey, as well. Alright, we've got a noise in here. It's Saskians for 8 months, and we also got Blep here with a donation saying, haven't been able to catch most of your streams because of work. Wondering how you've been lately. Also, have you tried boba tea before? I have never even heard of boba tea before, but I always like trying a new tea. Keep out my eye on that. Eye for that? I don't know what I'm saying. I've been great lately. Thanks for asking. September has been supposed to be more relaxed. It's just been different. I've been yesterday and today, very active all day. But I'm enjoying it. It's nice to have the pace change up a little bit. Boba tea is just tea with tapioca pearls. Well, I've had tapioca, but not tapioca pearls. And I do like tapioca. Right, let's get on with the creation. Might be kind of helpful before we do that to just make sure these belts are kind of like going on in this area. Like if I copy, don't want to overdo this really because it costs blueprints, but if I copy that, we help build. Yeah, we help. It's kind of close. It's very close actually. Also, where am I getting this? What's the next color? Let's double check that. It's yellow, isn't it? Right, so I need to make... So this is actually... This all up here is false. Okay. See you... I mean, I could have selected it and pressed delete. I'm aware... You know, we'll do that right now. Do that right now. Okay, that is what we want. In fact, let's reselect so we got the extra belts just to make it easier. Now let's think about this. What goes in first in our array? Yellow goes in second, actually. So, everything that I just deleted a minute ago, I actually needed to have kept some of it. Of course I did. Of course I did. Now that appears to be correct. Actually, the next bit is this. Okay, so we've got some big old belt building to do. That might have been a bit much, no? Yep, that works. Okay. We need to get our... I thought we were going to be using loads more of those today. I really did. Need to get our belts in big time. Let's hold down Control and Shift. No, just Control. Maybe not. There we go. Also, it's not very helpful when... Okay, we've got to get over there. So we've got to get past this bus up the top here. Ah! Did it wrong. Mouthy says, what is this game and how does it work? Jeez. I mean, we are deep into this game at the moment. Giving you an explanation? Ain't going to happen this minute in time. But essentially, we are pulling components out of the ground and processing them. And it has gone from easy to tremendously tricky. Okay, if I hold down Control, then we can swipe back over to here. Okay, so we've got a massive extraction array for this. We have created this shape out of other shapes. Confusing, I know. And here's where I've got to do what I don't want to do, which is use some blueprints, right? We're going to have to make a blueprint factory soon. It costs 120 each time I place it, yeah. Doesn't even feel that fast, to be honest. There needs to be something in this game for this part where you have to build massive belts. That's the only thing I'd say. Someone called Speed is Santa just followed. Speed is Santa, eh? Soon be Christmas. Jeez, I love Christmas. Looking forward to it. I mean, what is it going to be like this year? I really hope we're able to see family like normal. But the thing is, like, you see so much family. It's not just like your usual family, right? Like, you travel and because of that, there's going to be so much connectivity that we are currently restricted from having. You can click R when going around a corner with belts to get the right angle whilst holding shift. Oh, okay. Just make a longer blueprint out of your small blueprints. Yeah, I can do that, but it costs blueprints, like a lot of them, and doesn't feel particularly speedy. Stellian says, I just hope we can travel and visit our family in Ireland for Christmas. Doesn't look good at the moment. Yeah. It probably, I mean, going abroad would probably be even more tricky. Problem is that it's going to be colder and more likely to spread, so there's going to be more restrictions. Okay. Right. All of this stuff's coming through. We've obviously made a boo-boo here. It's pretty obvious though, right? Yeah. Why is it not coming through at the bottom? It's just arriving. It's just arrived at the station. Can go all the parts. Then we've got to get the colours in. And is it yellow? Let's double check. It's yellow. Just had to double check there, you know. Right, will we see a success? Yeah, I believe we are seeing a success right there. That is the first part of all of this. Okay, now. I can't help but feel there might be some sort of flow theory here, where because we're creating one part out of two, the next part needs to be half the amount, but I just want to use this layout again, okay? So, let's do this a small section at a time. We are once again going to drag out some materials and colour and basically recreate this, right? No. Let's make that selection slightly bigger. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Whew, emergency mute. It was needed. Okay, I think I've actually got this correct, right? Now last time we left a gap of 4. This time 1, 2, 3, 4 won't be enough. We'll have to go 5. We'll go 6 just to be polite, right? Where the belt currently is needs to come out on... Actually, I think we're going to have the same little shuffle again because there's only the gap in the middle. So let's put that in line there. Okay, it is going to come out below. Let's put this in, right? It's going to go there. It's going to come out here. And when we put this down, it's going to put that on top of what we just created. So once again, I believe that means we need this. So that that one becomes the bottom and the new one becomes that. So we actually are going to copy all of this, including some of this over here, and we're going to copy it up to, we're going to copy all of that. Wow. I love how this copy and pasting of the design is working, okay? That is going to cost us 9,000, which we can afford. Placing it correctly is going to be tricky because we have to do it zoomed out. However, we kind of got the alignment already in place in a weird way. I think I just got to put it there. I'm just going to go for it. That kind of looks right. That kind of looks right and ready. Right and ready for more. Bonkers. You've made a lot of progress since the last stream I watched as Maxima. Yes, yes we have. We certainly have. Just thinking like what's next now. Okay, so we need the stars again. Up here. Copy that. Line it up with this. It's gonna go there. And then those are of course going to go downwards. Now we don't use circle again, so for the next bit we just need the, I think let's take one either side. I think it's 2. Yeah, it would have been smart to have taken a few more then. Make sure that's lined up. Just one in between. Does that feel wrong to me? Because I've lined it up incorrectly. That's why it feels wrong. It needs to be like that. Okay, let's get these ones coming down. Whoopsie doops. Oh, jeez. Learn to press the buttons. I am going to check chat in just a minute, just in case there's something I've overlooked. But first of all, just want to quickly do that. Yeah, here we go. That's where that would go. Then the next one. And then we're kind of out of the loop. Right, chat. Also, Furrit, thank you for 2 months of support. This game is a little addicting, but because I play it on a stream, it feels very productive. Blastworm says, 2 of your circle lanes are non-functional. Yes, they are. Reason being, this bit right here. There we go. There might be something else like that since it was a copy-paste. No, seems to be good. Right, so far so good. We need to get white dye in next. Let's go copy this. In fact, I like to do it with a little extra. Let's copy that. Oh, this is going to be tricky, actually. Yeah, because I don't know. It's all the way up here, isn't it? Okay, well we need some massive amounts of belt placing now. I wonder, would it be worth doing this as a blueprint? Because the gap is always the same, in theory. And when we zoom out, I can't even see it. But we got 1, 2, and then the third one. So 2 more of these. And then it's the third one. So let's come over here. Let's try this the blueprint way this time. Apparently I copied a little bit of something I shouldn't right at the end there. Great. So, wow, that's kind of expensive, right? Oh, that feels so bad. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to be a lesson. A lesson in how not to spend your blueprints. Essentially. But it's definitely quick, so if we can get like a stupid amount of blueprints together, then it'll be less of a pain. Can I press... How do I bring up the last one? V. There we go. No, it's a bit too wide, isn't it? So we fill in the gaps, and then we'll put the little section at the top. And our bus will go all the way from one side to the other, and all of our ingredients will be making stuff, right? Looking good. Looking almost good. Missed a bit. This is the one thing we need. We need like an 8 wide track maker. Our bottom circle lane is not being divided. Yeah, good point. It is not. Thanks for pointing that out. There we go. It's technically not being divided. It's being shared, right? It's being shared. I think that's correct. Also, are these here needed? They're not, are they? But I'll leave them there for now. That's just like a mistake I made. So now, there's a little bit more of this to do. And then we got the other one. The junction. That one's got splitters after them. I'm not sure if all the other ones we did had that feature or not. Okay, they need to go there. Right, that is... Oh no, it's not it. That is not it at all, but we're getting there now, look. We are on our way, my friends. The dyes have almost arrived. Came here to bring the dye. This is it, the last bit. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. That is correct. Yes! That is correct. Correct it is. Now, the output array, I'm not even sure. Have we made more than one belt can handle? It's a good thing to be thought about when it comes to making stuff. Like, I've only got one belt I can put in, effectively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We're going to go down and across. There's no other way to go. Oh, it didn't place. A little bit further down. Didn't place. And somewhere back here is the hub. Ah! Okay, there's more stuff in the way. Didn't place again. Why does it keep stop placing? It's a long way to go to get to the hub. We're getting not closer. Well, we are getting closer. There it is. There's the hub. I don't actually know where our free belt is going to go. Or if we have a free belt. Yeah, we got one. So we just want to come in the other side of that. Which I think is, yeah, pretty much there. And there's our glorious blueprints that helped us build everything a minute ago. Again, it didn't place. Why does it keep doing that? Question is, how much are we producing? It will look full at first, remember? Ooh, okay, they're coming in. Then not so full, then full again, then not so full. Interesting. It's kind of not what I expected to see. Right, we have produced too much. I've literally produced too much. All of that effort, I don't know why. Because this array is too big for one input. It is absolutely pointless to have made this array so big. What an interesting lesson to have learned today, you know? I didn't think I was going to learn that. Okay, I didn't think we'd overkill it so much. But that's what we've managed to do. We've managed to overkill it on a stupid level. Are you winning, says Jacob? I'm winning so much that I'm losing. This thing probably could have been just like way smaller, but hey, it's fun. It's fun. Like we did build a proper array that can handle a bigger bandwidth, and as the belt speeds go up, it might just help. Speaking of which, this goes towards a bigger belt speed. That input speed though, that's kind of slow considering that's max. That's one thing that feels a bit like clicker about this game, like idle game kind of feel, is that you get to a point where it's like, I kind of just want to let that roll now. Now the other one that we need for that category that's going to take probably longer, is it me, or could we siphon off some from the production that we've got that's complete overkill? You should double input. I could actually quadruple input, but it's pointless, like, because we produce this faster than other stuff that's throttling us now. So let's go to the new bus. Then let's go here and copy key. And last time I put it at the output, so I'm going to put our marker just here. Okay, now we've got that on the map. That's important. So in theory, this bit right here I could siphon off. Now I could do it temporarily and disrupt this. See, here's the thing. I can't quite fit in. Like, I can put this like that, but then I can turn the belt, but I can't turn it into an array. I'm going to siphon off two. Okay, this one's going to go like that. No. So again. So not a full belt speed, and there isn't really... Maybe I could siphon off a third. Getting a bit ugly though. Actually no, I don't think there is actually space for that. Okay. But yeah, effectively I could drag this out now and go all the way back and add it to the other thing, right? Bit ugly, but it helps. We need like a remote hub. Because this is a long journey right here. Okay, then 3 is going to go from... So with the next thing, the next objective, we are going to try and make the maximum input for the belt as opposed to just some ridiculous number. Ooh, this is a long belt of stuff. This is a really long belt. Oh, there we go. They kind of look like they're going super speed here. Now, the one that is currently doing that input is all the way over here. So in theory, I should share that input with it, right? And it goes to that spot. Now, how can I mean, some of what we got going on in here is just literally ridiculous. I'm not gonna like come in here and fix the problem, okay? I'm not gonna do what I should do. I'm gonna make the problem worse by doing this. Okay. So really, I should come back a bit. Oh, game being saved. Excellent. Okay, like that. Hop over. We'll go around here. And we'll go up there. Now that will join on the same type of belt. And that means that stuff comes in faster. But look, see, now we're idling. Now we're at the idle point where it's like, well, we're going to wait around for 10 minutes to get the next bit, right? When he says we love spaghetti. It's time to improve your circles setup, says Cabez. Definitely, definitely. I mean, what's the deal here? They're half circles, right? Let's go check it out again. We need that type and this type. And I think we're just doing halves here, aren't we? And then some regular circles over there. And then some quarters go up there, right. So essentially, what I want to do is bring that down to about 3 in total. How are we doing on some of these other materials? Once we go up a level, like this looks like it might never ever be needed again. Same for circles, right? Maybe we can just cut out circle going to the middle entirely. Same for square, but maybe this eventually. So let's actually just play around with that. Let's get rid of circle and square. We're overhauling now, okay? Alright, y'all are citizens of my empire. And y'all are telling me, X, we're fed up with the spaghetti. Clean it up. This is me cleaning it up, peeps. I mean, these ones could have also been made faster just by adding a few more extractors, so it's kind of weird that I haven't done that. So that's looking clean. Well, it don't want me to do that. Okay, that's looking nice and clean. So we want to rebuild our halves and our quarters, I think, is the idea. So we'll take them somewhere else. Okay, that's not part of that. That's going to free up all of this. But we're going to bring in a full belt of halves and a full belt of quarters, or maybe share. Let's check it out. Looking at the amount there, I think we'll share quarters and halves. Okay. Let's now look for a circle that's further away. I'm talking somewhere out this space, right? Here we go. So we'll start down here. This is going to be simples. I believe this will be simples. Probably won't. We need to make a full belt. So what we're going to do is start with like overkill on extraction. I actually think it's just... Oh no, it was the right amount. 5. Go in there. So we want to create from that a full belt of halves and quarters. So we know that we're going to be splitting this stuff up. And then... Question is, what way does it actually cut it? Also, one of these needs to be trash. We need the bottom half, and then we need the top cut. So let's start again. We know the belt speed's going to be full. So we need to go into a cutter. We need to turn this into an array, though. That's the trick, right? Sorry, we need to rotate before we send it in. And then we got that. Then we're going to rotate this again. Oh, wait. No, that makes no sense. You don't rotate before. You rotate after. Okay, so we got our bottom halves on this side. Then our top halves go to get cut again. And the output gets rotated that way. Right, let's now put some trash on this. So we can get a feel for the speed, okay? Now that is essentially it, but we just got to turn it into an array. Qbez says, why are you rotating a full circle? We're not. THN Vortex is here with a prime. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. And we got a donation here from Jacob saying, rate my deliverer design. I'll open that up after the stream, dude. I'm not going to open up links in the middle of the stream, but I'll check it out. It looks legit. I will check it out. Thank you for the donation, dude. Appreciate it. Exit isn't correct, says Winnie T. Ford. Let's double check then. Bottom and top right. What's not correct? Looks correct to me. Looks entirely correct. So I think the way that we'll create this array is by distributing off to the side, right? So we come up. No, wait, what am I on about? We split our output. We turn to the side. That's where we put our first one of these. Now I said that I put these onto both belts, didn't I? I think maybe what I'll actually do is make it so that we'll put them both on one belt. Otherwise, I'm making a new challenge myself. I was thinking 2 belts come through and we make 2 belts on the output. But no, I want to make a new challenge for myself. Okay, so we rotate. And then this is an output that can go back, but there needs to be more going on. So maybe what we'll do is use a tunnel to be space efficient. Okay. Then the next cutter is technically straight ahead with 1 rotation on that side, and then we have this. Now what we'll do that's different here. Wait, what am I looking at? We're putting them both on the same track, and then I want this to do the same thing again, I think. So that has to come back to here. Then we do that again. Now that puts everything on the same track. Initially I thought we'd have 2 tracks merged later, but that's effectively what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. We're going to copy this. And then we'll paste it array style. I think 4 will be good. Let's check out the output of this thing quickly. What do I mean? Yeah, look at that. We'll put as like that's our that's me making a mess and a weird noise. This runner is here subscribing, and we got True to Explosive with the Amazon Prime subscription. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. HDeckyIf says try the small merges. That's what we've done right here, yeah. Could I have done that before? Possibly? Possibly. I'm not sure if it would have helped compactify anything. But anyway, I believe that that is now what we are looking for. And based on the... Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Wait, why did it stop? Like... Oh, did it... Oh, wait. I missed an important step. Wait, I didn't... Okay, actually, that's not so bad. I just missed that. Huh. Let's put a trash can, actually, up the end here. That appears to be a full belt output. And I guess when you think about it, the input belt speed isn't going to be full because we're cutting things in half. So actually, it might only need that much. And that, I think, is technically not full speed. I think it could take slightly more, but we'll go with that. Because then we know we've got the even amount of the types that we're looking for. We are producing twice as much of one than the other. But, yeah, that was a cool little thing to do. So, we're going to come in along here somewhere. Like this. And one day, I might even come and reorganize all these crazy inputs. Hey, look! This belt is producing things... Oh no, of course it would do slow. Yeah, that's actually completely normal. Whoopsie. I did an oopsie. Okay, so that's where it's going to come in. And I await my next challenge now, really. I mean, that we've still got a long way to go. This is it right here. With remnants of the old setup. Yeah, we'll go up a bit. Up a bit more. And then we'll go across. And there they come. I'm level 18, I just need the last shape, says Anonymous. Cool. We're at level 15, and then we get quad cutting, which is just going to be like, what? I guess it puts it all into 4 parts, right? Well, there you go. I'm wondering now if there's a way for us to increase the efficiency of the original creation of that shape. Probably not. Unless this array is made bigger. Now, it kind of looks like it could be made to be bigger. Why don't we expand it, you know? Why don't we expand it? So, I don't know where this starts and ends, but let's see if we can get away with this, right? We do that, copy. I want to add 4 more. So, how many do I have selected? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is kind of perfect. So if I line up the 5th one, then everything falls into place. And we are essentially producing a little bit more of that one. Definitely looks like we are. It might throttle some of the other ones further down the line, but we need 100k of this for an upgrade. Cool. Also, let's go check up on blueprints, right, while we wait. We're over halfway there, which is good, but it's at max speed. Which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, maybe I should make that second belt. It's probably going to tell me it needs more of those for the next one. It'll be a while before I even get that, though. We'll see. Let's investigate blueprints. Where are blueprints? I should really have a marker for that, shouldn't I? They appear to be around here. So this is the output of blueprints. And is this expandable at all? Well, it looks like the throttling factor here is the white shape coming in, and therefore the throttling factor is definitely the white die, which is throttled by a bunch of things, really. Okay, first of all, let's have a little bit more of this. That's definitely max speed. And I guess down here, similar concept, really. please do more. Now the speed of this, I think it could do a one more and then it'd be full. So let's go copy. Try that again. Okay, I'm gonna put 3 on here. Hopefully I'm doing this right. And then line that up. 1 up here. Okay, just wiggle that back. Oh, that looks horribly wrong. Looks horribly wrong. How did that go? Can I blame it on the lag? Didn't it lag for a second right as I placed that? There was some sort of autosave going on. Try it again. So we have that bit there. Oh, it looks horrible again. Hang on, what is going on there? I've done something wrong, that's for sure. Okay, let's just copy a single array. Okay, it would go there. Then it would go here. I can actually see what's going wrong now. For some reason, we managed to double up this. Oh, am I getting some colours mixed up here? Great. Just great. Let's therefore put everything into trash for a minute. And get all of that out of the system. Okay, that looks better. Right, this time when we copy it, we know that that is good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it just needs an additional one of these. That goes round into there. And in theory now... Oh, you can see this got a little bit messy here as well. White can be improved, no doubt about it. And I think I made the same sort of mistake twice. Let's see if we can rebuild this but make it look good. Because now we're going to be operating potentially at maximum. Right, so I can see where 1 unit is. It's simply that. Although... No, that's correct. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Was that as much as I had before? 13, 14, 15, 16. Definitely overkill. Definitely not a problem. Definitely some wiggly spaghetti. Okay, I don't think we can improve that in the slightest. That appears to be maximal white coming through. So now, is this all good? Well, it was good, but then I destroyed some stuff. How did I do that? Accidental click, that's how. It looks like the output here could... it's pretty much max now, isn't it? And so then... Is it max? It pretty much is. I think that's as fast as it's going to go. I think we've put it back up to its maximum speed. And the game is actually lagging, by the way. I don't know if that's because of the way I'm capturing stuff. I guess a lot is going on the screen. It's probably calculating a lot as well. Someone said wiggly spaghetti, says Wiggly Fox. Wiggly spaghetti, not Wiggly Fox. Jeez. You've got to merge the light whilst... Yes, I did. Let's go... Let's click on the right thing. It's not even a problem, though, is it? It's just not even a problem. Spaghetti is yummy, says Mushroom Cheerio. Yeah, it is. It is pretty yummy, isn't it? 18.3. It's not that you're streaming, it's just that it loads the whole map of animations at all times, says Firmo Felix. Yeah, possibly needs some optimizations then. One of my outputs is wrong on the blueprints. Well, if it is, it's coming in at max speed, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're kind of doing all we can. I think I might run that second belt then and get this bit done faster. I mean, it is what we need to do to know what the next objective is, regardless of other stuff. I should have thought of that earlier, really. Okay, so I can actually just press that and get there immediately. Well done, me. Okay, so what we're going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then come up here, rotate, and then go down. And produce our second belt. It's going to come all the way across here. Actually, then we'll turn downwards. And we'll go all the way across here. It's a long way to get there. And I think I'm just going to do that so the belt can start filling up. Okay, and then about here is where we want to jump across. Oh, I see. It's when I let go of shift it does that. Where does this actually want to go? Kind of want to go across here, don't we? Just going to jump round there in our spaghetti madness. And eventually that will get there and we'll get them faster. I really should have done that earlier, shouldn't I? Because that's just, you know, just easier, isn't it? Right, look at all the stuff coming through. I mean, wow, this looks like an old array that's not very good. I could technically increase the speed of that, but we've got so many, I don't think we're ever going to need it again. Same for this one. Some of this stuff almost looks redundant now. And you could say I could try and do something like this. That's a very interesting challenge right there. I'm going to wait for the next one though. I want to unlock stuff, right? That's my goal. Right, where is it along these belts? Are you in sight yet? Hey, it's coming along. Ooh! Bad me. Now, why is that not a full speed belt? Doesn't it have all of the other ones behind it? I would have really expected that to have been full speed. Maybe if we go back here and just... Okay, now they're both full speed. Didn't expect it to work quite like that. Now they're pumping in. Now we're doing it. xisumatwo says Antonio plays MC. Oh, geez. I mean, like, rather than explain stuff, I'll whiz around and you can see where all the bits come from. That being said, what I can do is zoom out. So here's the chaos of doing things right next to the hub. Here's the original bus somewhere up here. Let's go to... Oh, we called it the colour mixer, didn't we? Yeah, because look, it's a massive array of colour belts. And they go across here. And then they go into a bus where we pull things up and down and, you know, produce different shapes around here. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, and then we ended up deciding to make an even bigger, better bus, but we kind of made one that was so ridiculously big that it was silly. It was literally silly. Okay, and there was some equations, if you like, or crunching of numbers that wasn't done very well, or lack of crunching of numbers. How fast are they coming in? Let's have a look at the graphs. Look at that. There's some statistics for you. Oh, look at that. 1.6k a minute. So we can calculate how long till it comes in, I guess. About a minute and it will probably be done. Minute and a half, let's say. 90 seconds. Let's start a countdown. Press G. Ah, G is graphs. I had a feeling. Yeah, you can see our production here is pretty good, this one. Lots of stuff stored. This one's interesting because it gets spent. It goes up and down. Look at all those beautiful shapes. I like that view a lot. In fact, that's going to be our thumbnail for the stream. That's nice and appealing right there. Hey, level 15! What's it gonna be? A quad cutter. Just in case you need to cut them into 4. Guess it saves you rotating and all that stuff, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. Next level. We gotta produce. Oh, it's crazy. Now, it's also that with something underneath it, ironically. It's also a shape that we might be able to find nearby. I mean, we'd need some good fortune, but it might not be the trickiest shape to find. See that? Oh, that is almost, very nearly almost it. I reckon this might be a little easier. Although, didn't I say I wanted to produce one of these like from scratch next time? Like make a inclusive system. It'll be out there somewhere, peeps. There it is. Except we've got to rotate it. Now, our array up the top is not good enough. I could go connect it to the bus, but it's not good enough. Is it now? We need to kind of like put a marker down here, I think. Put it temp. Just for now. Okay. Somewhere around here, raw shapes. We are producing... We need that. How did we pull that one off? Wait, have we produced this already? We have, because we definitely produced it already. How did we pull this off? So we took that shape. Wait, no, that's already the shape. So down here. Oh, it comes in from over there. And down here. And then over there. Interesting. Well, I think we might be able to take more of this, and we might be able to just increase the size of this array. We could rebuild this array. So we have 2 belts here, and we can share some of it. I think what we'll do is we'll pull from this. In fact, where is my thing again? Like, called it temp, didn't I? Getting tricky to navigate all this chaos. We are below it. It is produced here. So we can pull that down and bring it across to this one. No problem. We can probably produce some blue on site. And then we need some white circles. Now it's probably the white that's going to be tricky to produce in this area, right? Red, green and blue and circle all near one another. Kind of doable. But the patches are smaller. We have the technology, says Fry. We do. I'm just thinking about how we do this without, first of all, rebuilding stuff over and over again, but actually getting what we need. I think we'll start with a color mixer down here, as blue is going to be pretty straightforward. Maybe I will design one again from scratch, right? So what we've learned, yeah, I think we'll design one from scratch. That's going to be more fun. Okay, I'm going to like put that there and then put 5 behind it. 4, 5, yeah. I think we're going to do this with 2 belts. And it might actually just be more than we need, but okay. So we have 2 belts of that and 2 belts of red to make the white. We then need to mix the output with 1 belt of blue. See, we figured all this out a moment ago. Okay, we're right next to blueprints. Let's remember that. So let's go to the new bus. And I think what we learned, let's think about it again. Like, how long does it take to mix? 2.4. So what we learned when we did this is that we have 8 8 belts going in and 8 out. We actually halve it, right? 8 goes in. That's a good point. We put 4 and 4 in. They get combined. I think that's where we fell down with the math. They get combined. Therefore, they make 2 outputs? I don't know. Maybe it could make 8. This is where it all gets a little tricky. Let's assume the speed of one belt is just a constant, right? So when we send in 2, we're actually dealing with the speed of one belt. And then it takes 2.4 seconds to... Right, we're currently going 16 items a second, but that gets throttled to 2.4. Let's take the number 16 and divide it by 2.4. We get 6.666 recurring. That, I believe, is the amount it can support. So one belt can support 6 mixers. The output is then 2.4 per second. To get our belt back up to 16 a second, we need, again, 6.6, right? Surprise T says 4 plus 4 is the same as 4. Are we sure about that? Because really what's happening are the two items are being consumed. Okay? So the 2 items become 1. But I don't think we're dividing them because they need to be supplied. And this creates the output at 2.4 per second. So if the belt speed is 16, and we divide it by 2.4, we get that number 6.666. So I think that means to create a full belt of a material, you need 7 color mixers. And one belt would supply the 7, one of each. Yeah. Or possibly 2 actually, because... No, they both get consumed. You always got to think about it like 2 belts become 1. Okay, so I think what we need is 7 for each belt. So if we have 2 belts going in of each, then we have 2 belts coming out. And we need to put them through 7. Okay, so let's head back over here. So we're going to do 2 green, 2 blue. 2 green, 2 red. That's going to create 2 outputs, which we mix with 2 blue. And then I think we've got it. Also, if I head back over to that color mixer, can I copy some of this? Wait, not that one. To the new bus. Like, this is built to be for 4 belts, but essentially I can just take the same thing again. Instead of doing 7, let's do 8 like we did here. Because... we actually just need 7. Okay, right. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to copy it. We're going to head over to that spot with this. And we're literally just going to put this thing... Oh no, we need to create the connections that go upwards from below. So that is actually going to be red. So I'll put red 2 up, which should be more than enough. The output might also be going kind of in the wrong direction. I guess we've probably got room to then go in that direction again. Now the question is, because I can't remember, are we making this twice? Is that what I decided? Like, we're doing 7 twice, I think. Chat, did I decide we're doing it twice? We must be, because we're using 2 belts, and we're using 2 belts twice. So that's the first array, and we need to hook up this into it, so there's going to be just 1 above. Can I hold down control? I can, that's super helpful. Okay, and then we know that we're going to go like this. And then we can drag these all the way through. That's actually all incorrect there, isn't it? I think I'm getting this correct. People in chat are saying yes. Okay, yeah, it does feel right. So this time we're going to copy that again. I actually believe I need to copy that much. And that is our next set of 7. I realise the layout kind of goes into the blue a little bit, but that's just, it is what it is. We have to correct one belt. Okay, so then we copy this and put it there. And now we have 2 belts that are going to meet up with 2 blue belts. Right, let's get those other extractors up and online. Change the type. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's rotate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those will be max. And there you go. So we're making yellow. Now we need to do the same thing again and flip it all. I'm wondering if actually I should... It makes so much more sense to take this. Can I cut it? Yeah. Now, I can rotate, but I can't flip. So never mind. Let's go to this thing. And change the type. No, wait, I picked the wrong thing up. Yeah, we're going to go in that direction instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With sound effects. No! There we go. Okay, now what's cool about that is if we just look at what we built already, okay, again, I'm not trying to make the most elegant layout, but if we do that and copy it and put it here, then what we have is the means to simply put our extractors right in front of this. Okay, what do we got on chain? We're going to put extractor, extractor. Switch to chain. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to place our belts. So now, once again, we have that same balance. And I think what we need is some modifications. Some stuff ain't correct here. Oh, right, I just missed. Oh, great. That means I missed them twice. There you go. Giggity, as Quagmire would say, and I've never ever said before on a stream, possibly. I probably have said that. There you go. How does that look, peeps? Okay, so in that space right there, we've built 2 full belts of white. And in order to keep everything balanced, we're going to need... We need to dye things twice here. So we also need 4 belts of blue, I believe. And I think we're making 2 belts of this to go into the main area. Ah, that's a point. Like, I guess now that I know it's not so bad, but like, yeah, I think we're making enough for 2 full belts. Oh, this is a funny game. To be fair, I think I've got like maybe 1 or 2 more streams of this game left in me, but depends how repetitive it gets at this point. Like we're finding ways to challenge ourselves and we're learning, but when we hit that wall, that's when I tend to lose interest a little. Anyway, now I guess what we want to do is produce enough for 2 full belts of this. The problem here is that we have to rotate it, right? So the rotation speed is going to throttle us. It does 12. That's kind of like, that's pretty straightforward actually. That's, oh my goodness me, that's really straightforward. We need to rotate it the opposite direction, I believe. Looks correct. Now forgive me if I'm not mistaken, but our 2 belts are achieved with that in mind. So let's change to extractor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have an extra one. And then... Have I got those the right way around? Hey. I don't think I have. Oh, just start again. Right, we've got the chain. And then we've got the chain again. It doesn't... Yeah, no, it is full speed, isn't it? It's full speed. Okay. Now we've produced that. We still need circle, and we still need the other one, but we need 2 full belts of it. We've got a circle that we can extract 2 full belts of right there. And possibly here as well. So this is where we produce that, but we don't produce 2 full belts of it, clearly. It's just backed up. So we've got to make this better and faster, because right now it just looks terrible. The reason it looks terrible is because we're cutting half of it and putting it back together again. Kind of looks like we need 4 of these. And actually, if you look at the amount we're extracting, the amount that we're extracting is probably okay. The problem here is this distribution. Like, this can go further. So I want to rebuild this array. Yeah, and I'm going to kind of like rebuild it right on its own doorstep. We'll start here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe we will not have a problem figuring out how to squeeze that out of here. Let's grab an extractor and rotate. Okay, so we're going to bring them out like this. And we're going to have to split them off and do the rotation a different way. Because we need this to be more of an array, right? Kind of looks like I got off to a bad start there. There we go. When you get to level 18, there is no way you will say it is repetitive. Yeah, but by then, well, I think I can, because I have seen what happens later on in the game. It might feel repetitive because you're just setting up elaborate arrays of material again, right? Like, there is a loop to this game, essentially. Now, based on what we did before, I believe that one side is trash and the other one is not. Yeah, this side is trash, but we're keeping this side. Problem is, we then got to flip it and paste it. Now, this is not how I did it before, I think, but I'm just reinventing things a little bit here. Like, I think that gives you the 2 halves you're looking for. Then we get the shape we're looking for. Now, in terms of putting that into an array, haven't I sort of just built the same thing? It's a little bit more compact. It's a little bit more compact. And I'm not really too sure how I didn't build it like that the first time around. So that could have been a bit closer. Why is it like the way it is? Okay, let's put a trash can at the end here. It's not going to be very fast. That's the problem now. So how do we turn what we got there into an array? Because in theory, I can just keep going outwards, right? But I think I want to use vertical space. Now, the problem we're using this is that it's always for joining and not for separating. So I guess what I would need is actually for the input to be here. And for those to be going down and going off to the side. So let's go ahead and rebuild this. Try and visualize it a little bit. We're going to have 2 of these going side by side. How much space do we have here? Probably plenty. So, 2 belts. I think I need to go over by 1. Right, we've got 2 belts and then, yeah. And what I can also do is design that a little bit. So it's going to be like that. Then the output actually... Now, because we're making 2, we're going to have to design enough for 1 to fill up and then offset it and do the second belt. So we got that. and we will rotate and put that there. So that is a very more compact way to do this. So each time I put this here, we are producing more of that output. What we really need is a trash can at the end, so we can see that full belt come through. That being said, the input speed is probably not good enough. Right, I'm going to rebuild this now. Okay, so we know we need an extractor here and here. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And one more there. So those are 2 full speed outputs, and that is not a full speed input just yet. Now it almost looks like it. How many have we got here? There should be some maths somewhere along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe I've gotten better at this game. This is a far more elegant solution. I feel like there's a gap every so often, so I'm going to put 1 more. In fact, I'll put 2 more in. Okay. Now, the next one will be part of the next array. So, how many did we put in? 10 in total. Then we grab, hang on, let's just use Q. Okay, copy that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it, 10. Now, I think we're seeing a big distribution issue, but can it be fixed? Not really sure if... It looks like this is getting backed up. That's not really helping the situation, is it? Wow, okay, that's fascinating. This did not do what I thought it would do. Kind of runs out of steam down here. I mean, maybe I'm like, yeah, we're chopping it in half. So 2 full belts can't equal 1. So we could only ever actually make 1 full belt here. Ugh, what a goof. Right, now let's come over here and correct that. So I could only ever really make 1. Which is kind of worrying because we actually need 2. Leonard Datch, thank you for your 3 months of support, dude. Appreciate it. So we need to find another way to make them and have enough to make... I mean, the cool thing is we've got this array built. We need to find another source of that, build this twice, or actually no, feed it enough for that thing to run with 2 belts, and that is going to come over here. This one's definitely got another stream in it, this game, I'll tell you peeps. Definitely feeling another stream. Gonna call this one it for today. I've got to go do things, you know. Life, food, consumption of energy. We'll figure out a raid. What's our raiding situation today? I think we'll go look for someone in the Shapes community real quick. Thank you everyone ever so much for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed it. There's no one else. Oh, there is one person playing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. I'll see you tomorrow and Sunday, as it is a Hermitcraft live streaming weekend. And we're going to go raid the only other person playing this game. So hit that raid button in chat. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your support as always. Take care. Bye-bye.